Very good. All right. We've got Tanya. She is in Dallas and is joining us. Tanya is a ToPS coach. So we're going to bring her in now. So our ToPS coaches are they are everywhere in practices all the time, all across. Look at that group. Oh, what is up? What is up? This is Tanya. You know how to, I'm going to have a hard time inviting any other ToPS coach on. You know how to do this now.
Right. We've been prepping for the last 15 minutes.
You guys are awesome. So fun. So Tanya, maybe tell us where you are.
Oh my gosh. If you don't recognize this guy, I don't know where you've been. I'm so fortunate today to be with Dr. Kent Smith and part of the Sleep Dallas team.
Yes.
We are having a great strategic planning meeting here in Frisco, Texas, where Dr. Smith is just dominating.
Yeah.
Very cool. Dr. Smith, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm well. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
I was just explaining that our ToPS coaches are everywhere in practices all over the country all the time. And so this little segment is an opportunity to connect with just one of our ToPS coaches who is out and about across the country. But we've been everywhere. We were in Alaska a couple weeks ago. I can't wait to broadcast live from Hawaii when Chris goes to Hawaii, but Dallas is good.
We're with her.
Oh, okay. Dr. Smith, could you tell us a little bit about your practice?
Yeah, well, Sleep Dallas, as she mentioned, has been around for, I don't know, over a decade now. We branched off from the dental practice and decided we wanted to just treat sleep. And we keep adding providers. So now we can treat any sleep problem anybody has, regardless of what it is. And that's taken some work. We just keep adding features and adding treatments that we can do for patients. And I think we've got it pretty covered now.
Very cool. Tanya, could you talk a little bit about this team?
Oh, Dr. Smith has just the best team ever. And that's been, a journey. When I started working with Dr. Smith about 12 years ago now, one of the reasons that he shared with myself and Steve on why it was so important to have some coaching systems were important, but really continuing to create a culture of success, which is of course core to Crown Council, was really important. And he has done the work along with this group and all the rest that are on the team. And actually we spent probably the first hour this morning on our strategic planning talking about culture and behavior and how that's just foundational to everything that he's doing.
Yeah.
Very cool. Our viewership is dying to know. Can the team participate in this activity? Are they okay to talk about? You guys good?
They have been oriented to expect that.
Okay. We want to hear maybe talk about your biggest wins in the last year. What have you guys do you feel are the biggest wins that your practice has accomplished? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Talk loud.
Okay. This time a year ago, we had about 15 to maybe 20 people on our team, and we now have 36. So
wow,
it's grown like crazy. And it's been awesome to be a part of.
wow.
That is the exact
that?
That is
That's
opposite.
great growth. That's
So
some
we
incredible
got to
growth.
dig into that a little more. Where are you finding? How is this happening?
A lot of work.
Well, okay. Can I answer or do we need?
Yes. Go ahead, doctor. Yeah.
Well, in the area of sleep, it's a little different than dental. Like, for example, COVID helped us when COVID would hurt the typical dental practice, because now more people are working from home, fewer people could travel. And now, as you know, the vast majority of workforce is now at home, and couples now spend 7 nights together rather than just weekends together. And they are demanding that their bed partner get their snoring and gasping and leg kicking fixed. So our practice has grown, and that's why we've had to bring on more and more team members to handle the demand.
Very
Wow.
cool. I love it. Tanya, what are you guys working on today? What systems and strategies are you training on?
That is such a great question. So as we roll into, this time of year with a lot of our practices, we start to look forward for strategic planning for the future. So today is a really interesting day. This is not even really a third of the actual practice, but this is a leadership group where we are spending the entire day planning for the future. And we have already touched on, like I said, culture this morning. We revisited the new patient relationship form for a period of time and just re-emphasized the crucial nature of that. And then, of course, our main thing of really honing in on the patient's M&M, what matters most, that's been a huge theme. So we're weaving all of that in with the planning for the future and goal setting and how to continue to crush goals. Dr. Smith's being way too humble, so I'm just going to brag on him for a minute. This team growth really is attributed to some of the goals that were set at the beginning of the year that he already met his yearly goals back in September, October timeframe. So, and I think this month's scheduled to do, 180 appliances?
184.
184 sleep appliances in the month of November.
Wow.
Wow.
Man.
So today's really about planning for next year and what that's going to look like, because he has just continued to double and triple prior results.
Mhm.
What'd I leave out?
Well, 300 next years to go.
There you go.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
Dr. Smith, not only a great team leader, but you're also a mentor and leader in dentistry. Could you talk a little bit about what you do to teach others about sleep dentistry?
Yeah, I mean, it's been my goal for 20 years to try to spread the word that dentists, because physicians, they don't have time to even ask about sleep. I
Right.
mean, when's the last time you were at the doctor and they said, hey, how's your sleep? They just
Mhm.
don't. So we're in the mouths an hour a day. I mean, an hour for each patient. And we have plenty of time. All we have to do is say, hey, you look like you have a crowded airway back there. How you sleeping? And just get them to say, oh man, I don't. And it opens up the conversation. I think every dentist should be screening patients. In fact, the ADA came out with the protocol that specifically said dentists should be screening for sleep disordered breathing.
Yeah.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good. Hey,
Man.
this team is incredible. We're so grateful you guys would join us live. Tanya, anything else? Any concluding remarks?
No, I honestly, when I started with Tanya, we were doing about 10 appliances a month.
Mhm.
And now we're doing 180. You think she's had an improvement, helped us improve and
Yes.
grow? She's been a part in every step. So if anybody out there is not using ToPS to help grow their practice, that's a mistake.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Dr. Smith.
That's
We couldn't do it without
great.
you.
Very
Great to hear.
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Dr. Smith.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sleep Dallas. Grateful for you guys. You are leading the way. We're grateful for you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks
Nice
for
work,
having
guys.
us.
Thank you.
Hey, good luck. See ya.